First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. These two teams set to go at it for the 207th time. The Packers and Bears underway to begin 2023. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Here we go.
They run again with Foreman, and once again, not much running room, if any at all. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
It's 3rd and 10.
On play action, Fields. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They run it on first with Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Well, for these Bears here, Charles, year 3 for Justin Fields. He's just 5 and 20 as a starter through those first 2 seasons. But you think he's potentially poised for a breakout 2023?
I certainly do, and it's because of his talent and watching what his organization has done around him. They've told him, you're going to be our quarterback, and we're going to get you better pieces in order for you to expand your game. I expect Justin Fields to break out in a big way, especially throwing the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here, first quarter of the new season, already an injury. While they attend to him, we'll step aside. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. There he goes, right side. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 88 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Packers 7, Bears 0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes, and we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such, but two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Off play action, Fields. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10.
Angel.
Fields now to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 95 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
At the Bears' 45-yard line.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Love, they go play action now. Sliding out of the pocket. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action. Love to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Play fake. Here's Love looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can... Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, it's Love. Touchdown! Christian Watson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here we go, son.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Come on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Red cycle.
Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and it is 28-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Hey, Monday. Hey, can.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Field, black. Set.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Ready?
They'll run here with Dillon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Squad red. Yellow, go. Red, yellow. Ready.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. His throw incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Clock, 10.
On second down, it's Jones. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Love from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Ready?
Dillon. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready up.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Love from the gun. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slam. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Drill green.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. This is caught. Able to hold it to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go now.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2.
Set.
Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Opposite. Green. Hut, hut.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And that's incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
10 cycles. Blaster. 6. Ultra. Ultra. Hut.
On second down, Love once more. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ready.
To the air again, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Foreman's going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
They didn't try and reinvent the wheel there on 4th down. Pretty simple play call, pretty effective.
Pretty much a big boy play. Going to a big guy on that route in order to pick up the first down. I think they're just thinking to themselves, who's going to be able to stop him at that size in this situation?
They couldn't stop him there, picking up the first down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action, Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Carlson's extra point up and good,
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
from the end zone. Here comes Herbert. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On play action. Love to throw. That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now the toss to Jones, running right.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. On the move to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Green jack. Slide through. Spike.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready.
They work
ready.
now on 2nd and 9.
Check Fury. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Anders Carlson to kick off.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Fury. Yellow. Set.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there.
On the double.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Six. Madden. Ready.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
And quickly they get to the line.
Fields changing the play.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now it's Fields.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Go anchor.
Play action this time with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. To return, this is Eddie Jackson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 4th down, Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Five, 97.
Now Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Brandon, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the what?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Carlson for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Bears nothing. Anders Carlson.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ready, ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Green Bay, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chufu. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stuff couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be tryna sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shopper, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect for my job. It ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've